What's up, boys? Taking a look at some more MLB player props today over on prizepicks. We've been on a great run so far this MLB season, so looking to continue that today on June 28th. So, MLB player props for you guys. I have two in today's video, and I have one more MLB live player prop, assuming I find one. That will be on my Twitter today, DOMG Props. So go ahead and give me a follow over on Twitter, DOMG Props. Turn on those notifications so you guys can go ahead and get notified when I post that prop. But we're taking a look here at some MLB player props. Before we go ahead and hop into these K props today, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe with the post notifications on so you guys can get in before some of these lines move. I really would appreciate it. We're on the road now to 5,000 subscribers, which is crazy to say. Seriously, do appreciate you guys. But go ahead and just bare minimum, leave a like on the video. Really would appreciate it. But always tail at your own risk. Look into these more on your own. Do your own research always, always, always. Don't just go off of what I say. Always look into these more on your own. But I have two player props for you guys today. They're both going to be MLB strikeout props, both on the over. One of these has a lot of value to it. The other one is one of my more favorite ones today. That's not necessarily based off of odds. So let's take a look, though, at the odd discrepancy that is currently on the prizepicks board. If you guys are not on prizepicks, I highly recommend joining. There's tons of odd discrepancies all the time over on prizepicks. Tons of value on the board. Highly recommend joining. Use my code DOMG to match your first deposit 100% up to $100. There's tons of player props on the board here. This isn't even all. They're going to add like double this later today. I'm recording this at 10:04 right now. There's going to be plenty of player props that'll be on the board very, very soon. They had Korean baseball, I believe, on the board as well last night. I mean, there's just tons of stuff on the board here. You can even do NFL futures. You can make entries on NFL futures, guessing how many passing yards Matthew Stafford will have next season. There's just a ton of stuff on the board here. So definitely recommend joining. Available in most states and in Canada, so definitely sign up, again, using my code DOMG. Match your first deposit 100% up to $100. So, for example, if you guys deposit $50, they'll match it, give you guys another $50 in promo funds. So you guys have $100 total to go ahead and play with. But anyways, let's hop in, talk about some player props. All right, so the first player prop here I like is going to be the odd discrepancy here. It's going to go ahead and be Brandon Woodruff here, over 5 strikeouts against the Tampa Bay Rays. He's a 6.5 on most sites. He's a plus 121 to go over 6.5 strikeouts. He's at 5 on prizepicks. Definitely a lot of value. I'm not saying this will hit, but I'm saying there is a lot of value on this play. You can just tell based off the odds. Plus 121 to go over 6.5. He's bumped down by 1.5 strikeouts on prizepicks. I have this on the over. He's hit this in 6 out of 9 games this season, and Tampa Bay ranks 6th in K percentage so far this season to right-handed pitchers, which is huge. It's the second best matchup K percentage-wise right there. And also, he has a 78% hit rate at this between this season and last season. So great spot here. It's a really good matchup, second best K percentage-wise, 78% at hitting this between this season and last season. Great spot here for Brandon Woodruff. I'm liking this one a lot here. I will say he is a lot worse on the road when it comes to strikeouts. I believe that bumps down from 78% to 67% when on the road here, and he is on the road here against the Tampa Bay Rays, as you guys can see here. Woodruff going to Tampa, but Tampa is very little favored. In the over-under here is 7 runs. So they aren't expecting too many runs to be put up, which is good. So hopefully he pitches quite a while and is able to get at least 6 strikeouts. I find it hard to believe, though, that Brandon Woodruff would get 4 strikeouts against the Tampa Bay Rays. I find that very, very hard to believe. But again, always look into these more on your own. Don't go directly just off of what I say. But let's take a look. We already took a look at this game here. So pretty much this expected lineup is not confirmed yet. But Tampa Bay is a little bit favored, and the over-under is 7 runs. But this is what his game looks like here. You see 4 strikeouts versus the Cardinals, 6 against the Nationals. Another easy matchup in Miami. He had 6 on the road there, so that's what we're kind of looking for today. But 12 strikeouts against the Reds, 6 there, 6 against the Pirates, 9 against the Pirates. Really, the only team he's really failed against this season is only his divisional opponents, and that's the Cardinals and the Cubs. So twice against the Cardinals he's lost, and once here against the Cubs. So yeah, he's coming off a loss, which I'm not too worried about here with only 4 strikeouts. St. Louis, very, very tough strikeout team here. He's got an easy matchup here. Looking good for a bounce back here against the Rays. So I'm going to spot a lot here for Brandon Woodruff. Starting pitcher game log versus the Rays. This is what starting pitchers have done against the Rays lately here. Rosie Contreras, he had 4 strikeouts, although he should have had 6 in this game. I played him over 4.5. I was very disappointed because Angel Hernandez screwed him over twice in this. Still kind of mad about that. 2 missed strikeout calls in this one. Anyways, he should have had 6, but Brubacher here, 6 strikeouts. He ended up going over 6 with 6 innings pitched. Mitch Keller here, 5 strikeouts. Although you do have Jordan Montgomery, Nestor Cortez really just selling here with 2 and 3 strikeouts. I don't really know what that was about, but Garrett Cole had 12 strikeouts. So then you have these guys who are definitely not on the same level as Brandon Woodruff here. Ben Cortez here, 4 strikeouts. Cole, 7 strikeouts. Cole Sands, 5 strikeouts. I mean, even some of these guys here, Schmidt and Kremer for the Orioles. Or I guess Schmidt wasn't for the, he was for the Yankees, but 5 strikeouts in 3 innings. So Woodruff should be able to go ahead and hit this over. A lot of value here. I'm not saying it'll hit, but I am saying that there is definitely some value here in this Brandon Woodruff play here. So I find it hard to believe he won't at least push this, but you never know. MLB can be pretty wild sometimes. Any player prop can be wild sometimes. It's just kind of how the sports world is. Anyways, let's take a look at our second player prop of the day here. It's going to go ahead and be Zach Wheeler over 7 strikeouts here against the Atlanta Braves. So I am taking the bump up here. He's at 6.5. He's at minus 132 to go over 6.5 here, but I like him to go ahead and go over 7 strikeouts here. 69% hit rate this season, which bumps up to 71% when at home. He is at home today against the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta ranks 13th in K percentage versus right-handed pitchers. He also had 10 last matchup this season against the Braves. So he's already gone over before against the Braves this season. He's 4 for 5 also in his last 5 games versus Atlanta and 3 for 3 at home versus the Atlanta Braves. By the way, I think that was all those right there. The percentage of this season, 69% and 71% at home. That was all based off of his 6.5. By the way, that's not for 7 strikeouts. So 69% hit rate. That's based off of the 6.5 strikeout rate. 4 for 5 against Atlanta, 6.5 strikeout. That's what I was going off of there. But he did cash over 7 in all 3 of his home games versus Atlanta. So I think it was like 8, 9, and 10 or something he had against Atlanta last season at home. So I'm liking the spot a lot here. He's been able to get a hold of them in the past. Hoping he can do that yet again this season. Also, he played him a little while ago this season. I think it was in May. So I'm not too worried about him like just playing him because I don't think he has. We'll take a look into this though. So Zach Wheeler here today, 7.05 versus Atlanta. Let's take a look into this one here. 7.05 right here. So Morton going to Philadelphia here. He is at home. Wheeler is. Philadelphia's favorite. We'd love to see that. Over-under is 8 runs. This is what the game log looks like here. 8 strikeouts against Texas. Only 3 against the Nationals, although the Nationals are a very tough matchup. Arizona, 8 strikeouts. Angels, 9. 7 against the Mets. Very, very tough matchup, and only 6 innings as well. 7 strikeouts there. Braves right here. So this game was the last time he played them. It was over a month ago, so again, I'm not too worried about him just playing them because he really hasn't. But the Padres here, 9 strikeouts against them, 7 against the Dodgers, Texas, and Colorado. So he's been kind of going off this season. You can see how many times he's hit 7 or above. Loving the spot here for that. This is how starting pitchers have been against the Braves lately. So Gonsolin, I believe he hit this over in this game. I think his line was like 3.5, 4.5. He hit 5 strikeouts there, so he did go over his. Urias, though, had 9 strikeouts against the Braves recently. Then you have Rodon, who had 10 strikeouts against them. Logan Webb, 7 strikeouts. Kyle Hendricks, who is not really a K pitcher, although he has been a little bit more this season. He had 6 strikeouts and only 4.1 innings pitched there. Keegan Thompson had 9 strikeouts. Keegan Thompson, not as good as a pitcher as Zach Wheeler. I shouldn't have to say that, but 9 strikeouts in 6 innings against them there. So there's been plenty of pitchers that have been able to go ahead and go over this. I think Zach Wheeler can also be one of those guys. He's gotten the best of the Braves in the past, but again, tail at your own risk. And yeah, I'm not telling you guys to play any of these, so just go ahead and just tail at your own risk, do what you guys want. But those are the player props that I like for today on June 28th. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If anyone's new, you guys may as well leave a like on the video if you guys made it this far. Seriously would appreciate it. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. But yeah, also post notifications so you guys never miss an upload. Go give me a follow on Twitter, DOMG Props. And yeah, go ahead and sign up for the Patreon if you guys want more research. Don't do that yet, though. That's why I didn't say at the beginning of the video. Go ahead and sign up on July 1st so you guys get charged on July 1st and not, after that. But anyways, that's going to do it. Pretty awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.